It has been an incredible moving experience for me for the last 2 days right here. And if I haven't already told all of you guys that I love you, I want to say it one more time. As a fellow human being, I love each and every single one of you. And I'm very grateful to be in your presence. Thank you. When we decided to do this tour, this new paradigm in English, literally, the minute we made that decision, what dominated most of my thoughts when I think of business, when I think of what we can contribute, is how could I articulate or express the things and the experiences that we've gained, that I have gained, the last 27 years of entrepreneurship. And I spent days and nights thinking about a way in which we can express it. And I think, between all the double diamonds and some of the top leaders, not only in this company, in my opinion, but in this entire industry, we have lined up the contents that we have presented to all of you the last few days. And I hope that you feel the love. And I hope that you were moved somewhat, somehow, some way as a human being. And so what I'm about to present to you, literally, it's a PowerPoint. Not in terms of graphics, but the contents, the delivery, literally took me 22 years of entrepreneurship, of brewing that experience to deliver for the very first time right here in Jakarta, Indonesia. So I do hope that through all these events, that you have set the intention of what you're looking for. As I said in the very beginning, in the first day, that you had written down your intention in that booklet of what you hope to get out of. Because whatever you came here looking for, you'll find. And hopefully, through the PowerPoint that you're going to see, not too much of seeing visually with our naked eyes, but to hear from here. That you begin to apply and to internalize some of the stuff that you've gotten, and indeed to turn your intentions and your dreams into reality. With that, let's roll the PowerPoint. The new paradigm. I think what you have seen here this morning, this afternoon, all the sharings, all the stories, truly it is a new paradigm. Truly it is a shift. Think about this. This platform called Jeunesse, we ran from zero, an underdog, a long shot. How many people play horse races? Is there a horse race right here in Indonesia, horse races? No? Malaysia? There it is, huh? What about Malaysia? Singapore? Hong Kong, I know there's a whole racetrack. Huh? So, when you race horse, it's a long shot. Long shot means what? It's a long shot. Think about this. From my kitchen table, Wendy and Randy had created this incredible platform. Then we started this thing in my kitchen table. Do you think it was a long shot to go from zero and to have the vision of going from zero to become $1 billion? Do you think it's a long shot? It was a long shot. But from the long shots, not only have we become $1 billion brand, but more importantly, from a long shot, we have literally shifted into a global movement of human potential. That's why you're here. This whole entire event, the last few days from the grand launch of Jakarta, Indonesia, to right here, the new paradigm, it is a grand launch of human potential. It is a movement. You are part of that movement. And so next slide, please. It is the shift. This is part of the shift. So as you look at this, I'm going to summarize the things that you heard the last few days. So let me see if I can know how to work this. Can you, something coming up. So the first thing that we saw, that you heard was from Diamond Director from Hubby, Mr. Su. we talk about the trend. This is the trend, just like what he had talked about, that Uber. You guys have the tuk-tuk Uber here in Indonesia, right? With the helmets. And so with the Uber, it literally is a game changer for the transportation industry. Then there was the Airbnb. That changed the hotel industry. So that's the trend. And through some of the sharing, Sam talked about the system. So you heard about the method in which how we engage and work the business. Then next, you hear the sharing. There's a common thread among all the people that have walked through the stage. Are the dreams that they have. A dream that they want to activate. It was that everything for them started with that dream of wanting to achieve something, wanting to be somebody, to be someone, to be that someone that lived inside already, that existed within them. Then, all of us have went on this thing called the journey. That's why sometimes, as you listen to some of the stories that you hear, they get very emotional. Because through the journey, the experiences that they felt touched and moved their soul. So it is part of that journey that they share with you. Through the journey that they have walked through, it has created an experience that had transformed their lives. So as you were sitting here the last 2 days, that's what you have witnessed. So can I have the next slide, please? So as you look at this, how do we become what we do? What does, you guys know, we say gold diamond. I want to ask this question. What does diamond mean to you? See, when we say, there's one thing that becomes very clear, is that to go from, like Yvonne talked about, hello from the other side. To go to the other side, you've got to, see, it's not only diamond, but having clarity of what diamond represents to you. So what is the meaning of diamond? What does it mean? Is it gold diamond? The reason I said that is because when you create and attach meaning behind that words, your vision becomes to crystallize. Because when you have meaning to a picture, that's what creates emotion to help drive you towards it. So to many people, diamond means a different thing. But in general, diamond means a couple of major things. Number one is have a nice family, a nice home. How many of you want to live if you were given a choice? How many of you would like to live in a beautiful home? Show of hands. How many of you would like to? Almost all of us. How many want a happy family? What's next? How many want a lifestyle? The lifestyle I talk about, traveling, enjoying the world. There are so many places to see. See, one of the things that fascinated me, as when I was a young age, from Hong Kong to America, one of my dreams was to travel the world. And I realized the last 11, 12 years, I've been to over 40 countries the last 10 years. And I continue to marvel at the journey of this world that we live in. There are, sometimes, you look at me as, I often think of myself as a housewife. At the same token, I say, sometimes when I'm sitting in a high mountain in Taiwan, for example, at 3 o'clock in the morning, in a tea hut, almost as if it's the crevice of the world. And I'm like, who would have thought a housewife would be sitting in this tea hut at 3 o'clock in the morning, smelling the fresh air in Taiwan? Think about that. There are so many places in this world that we could see and we can enjoy. So have this clear picture of the meaning of what a diamond represents to you. So next, some of us want a luxury car. How many like luxury cars? Nice cars. I remember, Harris's Kim, because he sold the car that I bought. It was Kim. I noticed one thing. I noticed you like fast cars. I do. I have a fascination for fast cars. But you know what's a car that I drive every day? I drive a minivan every day. But I do have fast cars in my garage. So in life, it's not about, to me, it's about choices. So these are some of the things and aspirations that inspire you. So have a clear, vivid picture. And as we gain our health, as we build our wealth, we've got to strike that balance. And that is fitness. How many want to stay fit and stay healthy? See, having money is one thing, but also learn to strike a balance. Last but not least, this is kind of the phase I'm kind of in right now, is to really have to gain peace within yourself. And through that peace within, we're able to help make an impact to humanity. And so, the meaning of diamond, that is the meaning of diamond to many of us, in the beginning at least. So what is the meaning of diamond to you? You need to create the meaning behind the word diamond. Because golden diamond is one thing. So as you listen and watch these PowerPoints, I want you to think, when you go home, as you go back to your respective country and town, I want you to really sit down for a moment and have a self-evaluation and self-talk with that person that has been with you all your life. That's just waiting for you. And think about the things that you want to accomplish in life. After all, diamond is just a ring. But what does it really mean to you? I could tell you this. Even though Joanne from Singapore, even though the rank-wise, she's not a diamond. But in every aspect of it, she is a brilliantly shining diamond. Can we give Joanne a big round of applause, please? I believe, as you hear the stories, each and every single one of us, I am a mere reflection from some of the facets from that diamond. I am a mirror reflection. What you saw is a mirror reflection in yourself. There's no difference between you, me, and many people on this stage. We are all the same thing. You get inspired, you get moved, you get touched. If there's any venison, if there's anything that touches you, because you see that part, that sparkle of what is possible for you. That's all there is to it. Next slide, please. So, understanding that diamond is what you want to go after, with the meaning. Because see, without the meaning of a diamond, the symbol, the rank of a diamond is useless. So you gotta attach it with clear clarity of what you want. Then, as you heard, perhaps many of you heard today that understand Chinese, the sharing on stage in Chinese, you've got to trust the process. And in trusting it, in that great picture to show you, I was working out with my yoga in my backyard, and I noticed beautiful roses in LA. It's really hot right now. All the roses were blooming. So as I look at the beautiful roses, have you ever, brilliant red color, the red, the green leaves, have you ever, really look in light, look at your surrounding. Have you ever wondered where this color came from to this earth? Have you ever wondered, where did they come from? Came from that seed. Who would have thought that seed would turn into beautiful rose flower with beautiful, brilliant color, red petals? Next flower. Who would have thought that? If you look at that seed, do you see any red in that seed? Do you see any green in that seed? But somehow, somewhat, given time, Mother Nature, from that seed, get transformed in a beautiful rose. Think about that.